And you guys can hear the music and everything, right?
We can.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Music. And let's see. Am I live?
Yes, sir. This meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Okay.
And you guys can see the visual aid and all that.
Yes. Yep. You can see the visual aid.
All right.
All right.
So let's get this show started.
All right, cool. The music's a teeny loud. It's gonna be a little bit quieter, but other than that,
All
it's
right,
good.
I'll make it quieter. Hold on.
Just a teeny.
And the music is going through on the stream.
Yep, it sure is. Hey kids, this is Ivan. How you doing? We are
About now.
Music's it's good. Good. We're gonna play Barbarians of Lemuria. Jorge is gonna run it. Woo-hoo!
Yep. All right, guys, get this started. All right. In the shadowed and heat-scorched streets of the city of Brass, a motley band of mercenaries sailing from the furthest reaches of the antediluvian earth have been drawn together by the whisper of a promise, fame, fortune, and the intoxicating allure of danger. Their objective, the fabled Fang of Zan, a relic whose legend has flowed across continents like the mighty Isval, whispered in taverns and echoed in the grand halls of kings. First, Sigurdur, hailing from the chill winds and snow-touched forests of the Frostfall people, his form as solid and steadfast as the icy crags of his homeland. His cold eyes bear the echo of frozen fjords, his spirit as relentless as the northern blizzards. His blade, honed in the ferocious skirmishes of the tundra, yearns for the dance of battle in this searing land. Alongside him strides Halgrith, a wild, flame-haired behemoth of a man, his laughter as raucous as his battle cry. The great axe he wields is as much a part of him as his fiery mane, its blade thirsting for the clash of steel and the song of war. Born amidst the tumultuous clan disputes of the untamed wilds, Halgrith has found in Zar a battlefield unlike any other. In the sultry darkness of the city's underbelly, a rogue plots, sharp of wit and sharper of blade. Black Caranthes, the pirate, a name whispered fearfully by those who have seen the fluttering of the crimson flag on the distant horizon. Known for his audacious exploits across the Saranthian seas, he now seeks to prove his mettle on the sand-swept canvas of Zar. His eyes as dark as his reputation, and his smile promising mischief and mayhem. Finally, the silhouette of Telik, the gladiator, towers over the rest. Once a champion of the jeweled arenas of civilized Kandar, he gave the wealthy a spectacle of blood and traded for his freedom, his shackles for a mercenary's life. Each scar on his bronze skin a stanza in the bloody symphony of his past. A testament to countless battles fought and won. The promise of the Fang beckons him, a worthy challenge for a warrior seeking to etch his tale in the annals of time. In the heart of the city of Brass, these four stand drawn together by fate and fortune. The desert awaits, the temple looms, and the Fang of Sand sings its siren song. Ahead lies peril, treachery, and the promise of immortality. The question is, who among them will seize it? This is their story. This is the assault of the Serpent's Temple.
Awesome.
Okay. That's the intro. Okay. As the last remnants of daylight surrender to the burgeoning night, you find yourselves amidst the vibrant clamor of Zar's bustling market. A kaleidoscope of sights, sounds, and scents assault your senses. The pungent aroma of spices, the metallic clatter of blacksmith's wares, the spirited haggling of traders. Amid this vibrant tableau, the ancient heartbeat of the city thrums, a testament to the mysteries and power lurking beneath the desert's austere facade. Through a maze of narrow, shadow-draped alleys, you are led to a serene oasis hidden amidst the city's relentless bustle. A quiet courtyard where a whispering fountain carves a soothing melody into the silence. Here, beneath a canopy of jeweled with starlight, the veiled merchant awaits, a figure shrouded in intrigue and twilight. His eyes gleam with subtle intent. From beneath the elaborate headdress, his eyes gleaming with subtle intent from beneath the elaborate headdress, appraise each of you like a jeweler gauging the worth of a precious gem. A simple motion of his hand, adorned by a golden serpent bracelet, invites you to sit.
I sit.
I am relieved to see you here, he begins, his voice a soft murmur, resembling the distant roll of a desert storm. His fingers idly trace the coiled serpent upon his wrist. I am in need of your abilities. I seek a relic of incomparable power and immense value, the Fang of Zan. It lies protected within the labyrinthine halls of the Serpent Fang's temple. A calculated pause allows the enormity of his proposition to hang heavily in the air.
What is this temple you speak of, Gravius?
You should learn about the item I seek before I speak of this temple, though. It is a Norn dagger of ancient design, guarded jealously by the High Priestess and her devoted servants of the Serpent cult. It is said to have the power to command abominations from the abyss, and I am prepared to offer you untold riches for its retrieval. He sweeps his veiled gaze across your faces, eyes filled with expectation and curiosity. For your perilous endeavor, I offer you wealth that would shame the kings of old and influence that can shape the destiny of Zar. However, the path is fraught with peril and treachery.
Treachery? What kind of treachery?
How much coin are you talking about? Yes.
Enough to make you all rich men, riches beyond your wildest dreams. But this is a perilous journey that lies before you should you choose to accept it.
Journey? Where is this temple? How far away?
He tells you that to navigate the vast desert of Zar and infiltrate the Serpent's Fang temple, you shall need the help of the city's shallows. There are two who can answer these questions you place upon my ears. And these two individuals can hold the key that could open the gate to your success in this affair.
And who are these men?
I shall tell thee of Yara, a thief of cunning skill and unsurpassed agility. She knows the city and its surrounding dunes like the veins of her own hands. She has danced with death in the moonlit corridors of the Serpent's Fang temple, her nimble fingers extracting treasures from the maw of danger. You see the mysterious man as he points towards a shallow alley where the lawless thrive and danger grins at every corner. You can find her in the Dead Man's Oasis, a tavern for those lost and the reckless. Look for the woman with the raven hair and eyes that carry tales of 1,000 thefts. But beware. Yara's ties to the Serpent Temple run deep. She was once a disciple of the cult, her heart enthralled by the whispered promises of the High Priestess. Her defection has left a wound that festers with treachery and vengeance.
So you're saying that coin might not be enough to convince her?
Aye, indeed. I leave it up to you to see how you can entice her to help you in this endeavor.
Not again.
And aside from yes,
you say riches await us. What will you give us now? How do we know? How do you know you'll keep your word? You'll give us money to purchase this information?
If required. If such coin would turn her favor towards us, I will furbish you with such, and I'm also prepared to furbish you with horses and provisions for your journey across the desert.
Excellent. Journey across the desert. Oh, this is not my day, but we'll do it. Right, Halgarth? You've been quiet.
No.
But I have yet to tell you of another one that may be able to help you in this endeavor.
Who's that?
Her name is Saphira, the Spurned. Once the High Priestess's closest confidant. She has been cast out for daring to question the cult's decrees. Her knowledge of the temple's inner sanctum is invaluable. Her wrath, a flaming sun seeking to scorch the cult from the earth. Now the old man motions towards the city's prosperous districts, where gold drips from every corner. Saphira resides in the House of the Golden Scorpion, a place for those that fortune favors. Look for the woman with a gaze that bears the weight of the scorn at the heart of a revolting spirit. Their hatred of the serpent cult binds Yara and Saphira, making them potential allies in this quest. But tread lightly, for both walk paths tangled with past treacheries and the thirst for revenge that could turn the tide of your journey. Having said that, he sinks deeper into his cushioned throne, and his gaze shifts. His gaze becomes a shifting desert mirage that leaves you with an uneasy sense of foreboding and intrigue.
And he told us about the dagger, right?
Mm-hmm. He did. You guys, like I said earlier today, you guys have one of you guys. I don't know which one of you has been given that parchment that had that drawing, and that actually led one of you, several of you,
to this guy.
Exactly.
Sounds like Caranthus would be the guy to come across that with his contact.
I feel like, yeah.
Friends in low places and all, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
And Jorge, I don't mean to be disrespectful of the style, but could we bring the music down just a little bit?
Of course.
More? I'm having a hard time focusing on all the words.
Oh yeah.
All right, Sigurd, which woman do you want to talk to first? And remember, we're talking to them. We're not trying to get them in bed.
How's that, Jim?
Much better. Thank you, sir.
All right.
One thing usually leads to the next, my friend. But I suppose we should split up to do this faster. Okay. Did someone have friends in high places?
Telik.
All right. So it sounds like Telik. You with your knowledge of the noble folk of this city, perhaps you and Halgreth should go seek Saphira. Era el nombre, Saphira.
Sí, Saphira.
You should seek Saphira.
In the House of the Golden Scorpion.
Whereas Caranthus and I can go slumming.
What you do best, my friend. What you do best.
Well, it certainly will not be the first time. And I give a huge elbow to Caranthus.
Come back sober and alive.
And I doubt it'll be your last, young man.
Come on, Halgreth.
All right, so you having friends in high places. I'm gonna let you roll a mind check.
Okay.
Do you have? Yeah, I mean, other than the boon, do you have any other career that may help?
Well, having been an assassin and a mercenary, I've worked for rich people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so roll me two dice and add your mind and what's your mercenary
Oh, let's find out for sure for real quick. Because I put myself on the bottom because that's what I do. 1.
Okay.
2d6 plus 1. First roll of the evening. Come on, baby. All right, that's a 10.
You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you learn about the golden scorpion, and you learn the location.
Of course, I've had to have done business there before.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, it's a place. I mean, you know that place is frequented by the wealthy. It's a mixture of a seraglio and a bathhouse,
Nice.
frequented by the bourgeoisie of the city of Brass.
Try to look important, August. We are important.
What's there to look? I wake up this pretty.
The House of the Golden Scorpion, a plush establishment frequented by the well-heeled patrons of Tsar, nestled in the heart of the city, of the city's prosperous district. The establishment is adorned with gold-trimmed mosaics and luxurious silk curtains that flutter with every gust of the desert wind. Okay.
Excellent.
Are you? I assume you guys go in.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Strutting in like I own the place.
At 100%.
A hundo. Okay. As you step through the grand entrance of the House of the Golden Scorpion, you are assaulted by a wave of sensual luxury. The scent of exotic incense mingles with the strumming of lutes and the soft laughter of elaborately dressed patrons. Servants scurry between clusters of overstuffed cushions, balancing trays laden with succulent fruits and glistening goblets. In the center, a golden statue of a scorpion with ruby eyes stands as a silent overseer of the ceaseless revelry. Near the back, away from the boisterous crowd, and dimly illuminated by the flickering light of jeweled lanterns, sits Saphira the Spurned. She's a vision of stoic beauty, her lavender eyes echoing the pain of betrayal and unyielding defiance. Clad in a flowing gown of sapphire silk, her fingers dance idly along the curves of a delicate staff with a serpent's head. A mere glance at her hints at a woman forged by the fires of both privilege and treachery. And
Hogrethil.
there you go.
Well, Telic, my man. It's no wonder these rich people grow so fat. This is an easier life that would be hard to leave.
Yeah, it's hard to leave, but boring after a time. Gold spends fast, my friends. Gold spends fast. You do the talking for once.
So your presence does not go unnoticed by her. She turns her head around and meets you with her eyes, and beckons you to come closer.
Helgrith obliges 100 all the way.
You
Good
stand
lady.
out. You two stand out like sore thumbs in this place. Who are you?
I am Helgrith Starkhold. We're here.
She's taken aback by your presence. I mean, you're a rather large man with red flaming hair, right? So she's sort of taken aback by you.
It is of great import that we speak to you. We are on a mission. We wish to. Now we're sorry, guys, out of character. We're going after the. What are we looking for? The temple, the entrance to the temple.
This woman is supposed to know something about the temple that you guys need to go to.
Okay.
About the inner sanctum. She has knowledge, and she's also, she's in trouble with not in trouble. She got in a fight with the temple people, right? So she's probably looking for revenge. She was kicked out.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We're in search of access to something something that you have been a part of at one time. Something we wish to, maybe a reign we wish to end.
Ah, yes. You do have the look of someone who has been sent to me.
Do you get people sent to you often, my lady?
Occasionally. For many different reasons. But from what you're telling me, it seems that there is some depth to your request here. What is it that you seek?
There is depths to many part of me, madam. And when our adventure is over, I have every intention of showing you. But for now, we are after the temple, the temple of the King of Serpents.
No, the
Serpent's Fang.
Temple, yeah.
Yeah, the Serpent's Fang. The temple of the Serpent's Fang.
Yeah, when you mentioned that name, her eyes opened, and she said, "Ha! Now there is a name I have not heard in a while. And what do you seek in this temple? Someone must have told you about my connection with this
symbol,
place.
perhaps the shield."
Wait, what? Shield, dagger, what?
The two snakes facing each other.
Oh, the two.
Don't confuse them, for God's sakes.
Oh my goodness, guys! I can't. One IP at a time, please.
Yes.
A fang. The fang is on. I'm already calling a wench over, throwing one of the coins that's supposed to buy this woman's, allegiance or help. I'm already buying booze with it instead.
We search.
And what about your rude friend here, who stands before you but does not address me?
Ooh.
I'll give Telek a hearty shot. Your manners, Telek. I believe you lost them. May I recommend finding them quick, my good man?
My
and
manners
introduce yourself.
Are impeccable. My manners are impeccable, and this is a transaction. I am Telek the Bloodless, and we are on a quest to take the Serpent's Fang from the temple.
Ha! And you two would be the man to do this. Well. And
you doubt us, my lady.
I do not doubt your motivations. I doubt that but you would not be the first to try such a feat. Many before you have attempted this, and yet none have succeeded.
And how many of those men have sought more than just your information and knowledge, but actually sought your employ?
Well, if you wish to be employed at my service?
No. We wish to contract your knowledge.
Oh.
And your assistance.
Well, may I suggest a barter that would benefit the both of us? There is a man that needs protecting here in this city. His name is Rashid.
Yes, and why does he need protecting?
Many seek his demise because of his past dealings with the same wretched scum that you seek to steal from.
I see. And there is a reason he cannot protect himself?
Oh no, he's very capable of protecting himself. But I need you to bring him to me. I fear that you being here asking me for this information is not a coincidence, and that there may be others seeking such information as well.
I understand.
Indeed.
So we bring him to you. You give us information. Is that how this works?
I'm willing to tell you a little bit about the temple itself, to show you in good faith of my intentions. The rest of the information I will divulge when you bring him to me.
That seems fair and easy enough.
Okay?
And he'll backhand Telek across the chest. Right?
Right, of course. If he's still alive.
Very well. Let me tell you of the high priestess Naja. Naja was once a mortal woman who yearned for power. And the serpentine gods offered her a covenant. And in exchange for her humanity, they granted her strength. However, Naja has a deep-rooted fear of her old life, and this fear can't be exploited by the likes of you. I will tell you more about this. When you bring back Rashid to me. Just know that he's of importance. He's as important to me alive as he is to you for this endeavor.
Enough talk. Where is he?
He normally frequents a place called the Pit of Brass. It's a place frequented by lowlifes and people who want to make money of the bloody fights that ensue in this place. You see, Rashid seeks his own demise, and he gambles with his own life in the pit. That's how he earns his money. That's how he earns his keep now. And one day, I'm afraid he may find the one that will grant him his wish.
It happens to them all.
Yes.
I'll look down at my scars. Well then, Helgreth, let's go.
Indeed,
Let us not tarry here.
Until we return, madam. And he'll use full-on smolder look. Right dead in her eyes.
Well, he's a rather charming fellow, isn't he?
Yeah, you have.
He'll wink the emerald eye.
Are you trying to do something like a? You have a high appeal, right? Did you?
I do have a high appeal.
Okay. Are you trying something? Are you trying to seduce her or something? Or
not so much. Kind of set it up.
Okay.
For later.
All right.
Grease the skids, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. You notice that she's not totally indifferent to it, but she does give you a scornful look after, like, huh, like yeah. She meets your gaze, and for a moment there, her look is not indifferent, but then she catches herself and then gives you a scornful look.
And I'll vocalize. Yes, madam. I understand, and soon will you.
Her look says something like, "It ain't gonna be that easy, Mr. Man."
Right?
Oh, Algrith, I expect this from Sigurd, not you.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. Telek, how old is Telek?
Oh, it's like 30.
30?
Yeah. 30,
Yeah,
33, something like that. He's very young.
Yes.
Yeah.
Young man, when you get to a certain age,
yeah.
your concerns of such judgment is wanes.
This woman seems to be somewhere between her mid-30s and early 40s, by the way. So, anyways,
okay.
So she tells you that the pit of brass is located within the heart of the city, and it's an infamous and dangerous gladiatorial amphitheater. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is easy to recognize. It sits in the shadow of the brass colossus, and the brass colossus sits prominent. I mean, sits prominently, and you can see it from across the distance. It's you can't miss it. Okay, so I assume you guys head that way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. So
All haste.
Black Caranthes and Sigurdur.
Okay. Let me make sure I got it right. It's Yara the thief at the Dead Man's Oasis. She used to be in the cult, but then she left. I kind of couldn't hear very well if she left, and if are there still some sympathies that she has to the cult, is what I understood.
So she left the cult. And then it seems that she was a favorite of the high priestess.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she left the cult,
and
you don't know the reason, and he didn't go into any details as to the reason why she left the cult, but her defection apparently caused a very, very negative reaction. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And you said she was raven-haired?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. All right. So I do have friends at low places. So Sigurd and I will be headed to the Dead Man's Oasis down there.
Okay. So roll me a mind check. What are your careers?
Merchant,
I know there's pirate. I know there's pirate. There's merchant. What is the other two?
Slave and thief.
Okay.
So thief probably, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I got a 2 on my thief and 0 in mind. And that is 7 plus 2 is 9, which is a success.
All right. Okay. You learn that the Dead Man's Oasis is a secluded tavern, and it's well hidden at the end of a dark, winding alley. It's a place that only frequented by very certain specific individuals, and anybody who actually knows about the place is of shady character. Okay.
Right.
So just the fact that you've come to the knowledge of the existence of this place is
it's kind of a stamp of approval.
Exactly. It's a feat, right? You know that it's a den of whispers and shadow deals, where the desperate and daring gather under the hush of the night.
Excellent. So,
Okay. Do any of you guys have
Power's back.
no Pepe, what are your careers?
Barbarian, hunter, sailor, and merc.
Okay. Roll me a mind check
Mhm.
and add your ranks of hunter.
All right, that's a total of 10.
Okay. All the way as you and Black Aranthus go around the city investigating the exact location of this place, there are times when you are certain that you are being followed. You're not able to pinpoint by who or where, but you know that someone is following you. Someone or a few are following you.
All right. And then with my left hand, I loosen my broadsword in its shagreen scabbard, and I tell Black Caranthus.
Yeah, they're making the. I mean, they're trying very hard to make their presence not known to you guys, and you actually lose them. I mean, you don't know where they are, but you are certain that there's folks that are following you. To what end, you don't know.
Be ready for trouble, Caranthus. I whisper to him. I kind of lean as if I'm telling him a joke. Be ready for trouble. You're being followed. Hopefully, they're some of your low-life friends.
Should we confront them or lose them in the streets? What say you, Warwolf?
Well, I say we're heading to a tavern. Let us just go there. If they try to stop us, then the Feast of Swords.
Fair enough.
All right. Okay, so you walk into the mouth of the alley. So you walk into the mouth of the alley. The city's cacophony dulling into a distant echo. The flickering light from a single greasy lantern guides you down the maze of stone and shadow until the modest wooden door of the dead man's oasis comes into view. As you push open the heavy door, a rush of warm, spiced air greets you. The tavern is dimly lit. Its patrons a hodgepodge of shrouded figures huddled in hushed conversations. A barefoot child darts through the crowd, deftly balancing trays of aromatic dishes. In the farthest corner, shielded by a veil of fragrant smoke, reclines Yara, the queen of the city's underworld. She's lit by the muted glow of an iron lantern, a mischievous grin playing on her lips as she nurses a goblet of scarlet wine. Yara's dark, intelligent eyes, filled with both warmth and defiance, glint with the allure of untold tales and unsolvable riddles.
Is there like a bar where one can pick up drinks?
Absolutely.
Yes. So
you guys are able to see the images I'm posting, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Oh. I'm more enthusiastic about this plan now. Let us get drinks and introduce ourselves. Sigurd, I go over to grab 2 goblets of wine.
That's a good idea. I'll have 2 jacks of ale.
So I lean over to the bartender. I say, I'll have 2 goblets of what the lady in the back is drinking.
You need not buy her a drink. The barkeep tells you. We have her covered.
I see. Uh,
or vice versa.
well, it's
You see her looking your way and making a hand gesture. And as she does that, the barkeep actually serves you both the drinks that you ordered on the
Well,
house.
my thanks. And so I turn around and I, a goblet of wine in each hand, and I head straight to her table. Come, Sigurd, I say.
I walk beside him and quaffing a deep draught of the ale.
Right. And so I walk right up to her table and sit myself down while holding both goblets and present one to her. And I said,
before you talk,
okay.
She looks at you and says, "Do you think your presence would have gone unnoticed by me, Black Caranthus?"
I would expect no less from the renowned Yara.
I'm glad that you know who I am.
Yes, word travels on the street. Are you acquainted with my large friend here, Sigurd the Werewolf?
I must say I have never met his like.
Sit,
I'm sure I have never
Northman.
met
He's
your
obviously
class.
he obviously hails from the northern reaches,
That he does.
and a rather large man, very very conspicuous in these parts.
Well, you'd be surprised.
I see tales of my reputation precede me.
Well, judge him not by his size. He's not only handy in a fight, but he moves like his namesake.
So what business brings you to my humble corner of the world?
I seek advice from the best.
I could tell you that then you've come to the right place. I could advise you on many different things.
Yes. It is said that you have knowledge of the city and places beyond. Whispers tell of the temple to the snake god.
So let me guess. You seek the Serpent Fangs Temple.
That we do.
You would not be the first.
Well,
and I understand my connections to this accursed place cannot be kept out of the mouths of many in these parts.
That is so.
Worry not, lass. The people of the Frostwolf clans are gossip as much as the people of the city. It's nothing new, nothing different.
Well, let me just say that no matter what I tell you, that this place is not for the faint of heart. And any knowledge I give you about this place will not guarantee your safety there.
We require no guarantees, lady.
Then you are wise, because there are none in this life.
Well, you say many have come seeking this mysterious place, and I can only tell you none like us.
Can you tell us where this temple is?
Indeed. I could tell you that, but that would be a one-sided transaction, wouldn't it?
It would indeed. Name your price.
Well, tell me what you're seeking in this place first, and then we can establish what my price will be for the information I will provide you.
A knife.
You seek to steal the most prized relic of the high priestess from under her nose.
Why not?
If she's sniffing it at the moment, of course.
I have stolen the rings of the merchant king of Kandar.
Such things have been said. However, I have no proof of that.
Alas, gold and rings spend easy, my lady. We can steal the riches and the gold of the Dolmakari. We can handle one dagger from a temple.
This dagger may very well be worth more than you would. This dagger may be very well be worth more than what you would want to pay.
Intriguing.
Who sent you?
Does it matter?
It may.
Alas, lady, revealing such information would indeed prove a one-sided bargain, as you have mentioned, as you yourself are concerned. If I tell you who wants the dagger, what's to stop you from going and procuring it yourself?
I've been to the temple, Black Caranthus. I know of secret ways to get inside this place. If anyone would have any chance of stealing such a thing, it would be me. And even I would not attempt such a foolhardy endeavor. Doesn't mean I'm willing to stop you.
What would be the price for helping?
Well, there is a man in this city, and I'm sure I'm sure you have killed many men before. The death of this man would not be something that would carry a heavy weight in your conscience. Kill this man for me.
Can see where this is going.
Usually, what I like about these cities of yours, is that it is rare that one cannot solve a problem by slitting a throat. Who is this walking dead man?
A man named Rashid.
There we go.
Where can we find this bastard?
He lives his life as a pit fighter under the brass colossus.
Well played, you son of a bitch. Go proceed.
I suspected this from the moment he said, "You need to bring Rashid alive to me."
I'm like, mother.
Son of a bitch.
I didn't see it coming until all of a sudden I saw it coming. I was like, anyhow.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see it coming until you said there's a man.
I was like, oh, God damn it.
That's some bullshit.
Anyhow, proceed. I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt the scene I'm not in.
No. The thing is that from a literary point of view, I mean, this was the
correct way to proceed. Yes.
Awesome. So, you know where these fighting pits are, Caranthus?
I'm sure we can find it beneath the Colossus, she said.
And you can't miss it.
Exactly. It's guessing.
Yeah. No, you're right.
I'm thinking, are we talking Jason and the Argonauts Colossus, or are we talking
Colossus of Rhodes?
It's like a Colossus of Rhodes kind of thing.
Right. No, but I'm saying, as size goes, right? If you've seen Jason and the Argonauts, it's enormous.
The Colossus of Rhodes, the feet are like biggest buildings.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Where they broke off at the ankles, right? It was one of the wonders of the world.
You're right.
Nice.
Yeah. So, all right. Okay, so do you wish to see his head? or
His
just
head,
his head?
I mean, bring me his head, sure. All I need is proof of the mice.
And how shall we know this Rashid? What does he look like?
He will be hard to miss. He's a rather large man. Let me describe him to you. He's a rather imposing figure. He still wears his scaled armor from prior times.
Big man.
His face is hardened and scarred, and you'll see that he bears the mark of a seasoned warrior.
Very well. Bring you his head, and you shall give us tell us how to enter this temple via secret ways.
Yes,
Well,
and then and more.
Oh. I'll drink to that. I offer to clink glasses with her and Caranthus.
Seems like we've struck a bargain.
Indeed.
And to show you my good graces, I will tell you this: be warned. There are those who right now know of what you seek.
Friends of yours or enemies?
Not my friends.
Good.
But
you
consider it a professional courtesy to you, Black Caranthus. I would hate to see a man of your value paint the streets of Zar red with your blood.
Fear not, lady. And if they're no friends of yours, then you won't be upset when they suddenly go missing.
Absolutely not. You'd be doing me a favor. And yes, bring your large friend with you whenever you so please.
Thank you.
My thanks. We shall not take up any more of your time. And I thank you, Yara.
All right. So as we get up, I have to follow my flaws, right? As we get up, turn around, and I tell her, since you seem to think that once we follow our plans, we'll be dead men. Lass, he calls her lady. I'm calling her Lass, right? He goes, when I bring you the head of your enemy, I would also appreciate if you would enjoy a drink privately with me. And contrary to Halgreth, I am trying to seduce her.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lobby to use that you let me use my barbarian bonus for animal magnetism in the genre.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right, that's 10 plus 2, 12.
Nice.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, you can blow that up with a coin with a hero point for like a mighty success.
Oh, mighty success.
No,
Yeah.
you can still go mighty. Yeah.
So she tells you, well, Sigurdur, man of the Frostwolf clan, come with me. I have something to show you.
Oh.
I'll be back.
She takes you out to this secluded chamber.
Mm-hmm.
She turns around and she tells you, you may die sooner than you think. So let us not waste any time. And the rest I leave to your imagination. Needless to say, Black Caranthus sits outside waiting for
if I see that she stops him and grabs him, I laugh and go back in and have another drink, right?
Yeah. No, you start drinking, and you know, and basically, you see the barkeep. The barkeep keeps laughing at himself and passing you drinks.
Okay.
So that's it. You don't have to pay for a drink.
In the meantime,
You're drinking thanks to the sweat of my brow, man.
Yes. It's much appreciated. Yes.
Brow?
Hmm.
Anyhow.
All 2 minutes of work, huh?
yeah.
It's a fantasy RPG, man. We're not talking about
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All 4.
So what she really says is, so you may die sooner than you think.
Right.
Let's not have such a large man go to waste.
right.
I didn't think you were in there long enough to leave an impression.
All right. In the interim, Telik and Haldreth are looking for their comrades. It's taken them an inordinate amount of time to find them, and you're fearing the worst, right? What do you guys do?
I say we just go to the damn pit. You know, they can handle themselves. They're grown men.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Let us go to this arena here.
Okay.
Relive some of our memories. My gladiator friend.
Very well.
It's just my kind of place.
All right.
And it was mine at a younger age.
The pit of brass unveils itself before you, a deafening echo of raw anticipation and clamor of eager onlookers. The blood-stained sand under your boots whispers tales of countless battles fought and lives lost. Illuminated under the relentless desert sun, streaming from the aperture above, stands a man, a formidable silhouette of power and defiance. The crowd hushes as he raises his mighty spear, its tip glinting menacingly, the silent overture to a dance of death. Okay. Carved into the belly of an enormous. Okay. You see the carved. You see that the gladiatorial amphitheater. Carved into the belly of an enormous weather-beaten brass colossus. It shimmers defiantly beneath the scorching sun. The sun-blasted arena is encircled by hordes of baying spectators, their clamorous excitement reverberating around the tarnished brass walls. Okay. So you see all this commotion, and you see this man standing imposingly with the spear, which you immediately recognize as a man that you're looking for.
Is he fighting somebody?
He just demolished.
Yeah, not anymore.
someone.
Not no more.
If he seeks his death here, it'll be
Yeah.
a long time unless he gets a worthy opponent.
Yeah, there's a mangled red husk at his feet
Ooh.
that used to have the countenance of a man.
Hmm.
I've seen many such things. It does good work. It does good work.
He certainly finishes the job like a real man.
Absolutely.
Oh, this reminds me of my youth. The crowd, the smell of old blood in the sand. Ah, and Helgroth, like, veins genuinely like pulse. Like, he's genuinely jacked with adrenaline from this.
Ah,
You ready to step into the pit again, old man?
Ooh, it is tempting.
He actually you call attention to yourself because I mean the way you look.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy catches you catch his attention,
Mm-hmm.
and he signals you with his spear. He points at you. You over there with the red hair, with the red mane. come here and face me. Who here would like to see that man face me in single combat? And you see, and you hear the crowd roar in excitement.
Well, we're here to save his ass, and now all of a sudden you're supposed to kill him? This isn't working out really well, Algrith. Tell him why we're here. Well, I mean, Algrith can't lie, can he? He can't lie.
No, he cannot.
Oh,
That's
well,
right.
tell him what you want.
Nice.
He reaches behind and pulls out his axe, swings it around a couple times, and lands it in the ground. I seek, although tempting, I seek no battle with you, my man. I have respect for you, and whether you care to believe it or not, we're here to protect you. Although you seem to be doing a fine job yourself.
Protecting me from who? From what? What have I to fear? From the only thing I have to fear is what happens to me after I die.
Oh.
And I relish the opportunity to find out.
I assure you, with that mindset, young man, you will find it soon enough, but not today.
I've never faced a man such as yourself. It would be disrespectful. It would be disrespectful of me not to offer you the chance.
Oh, and it would be disrespectful of me to dishonor your invitation. And Helgrith picks up his axe and steps into the arena.
Enough talk.
When he picks up his axe, he grabs it halfway through the hilt and raises it up.
Okay. By the way, you're thrown 3 pouches full of coin from the crowd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I missed this.
And there's this man that says it says the winner gets to leave wealthier. The loser stays.
And then third one.
Well, at this point, I want to size this guy up and see what kind of chance he really has. Like, how tough is this guy really? And as a former gladiator myself, I really want to kind of size
roll
this
a mind check and add your gladiator ranks to it.
All right. Oh, that's just a 7.
Okay.
So while he's doing the sizing up, I'm pacing around the arena and raising up. Is that all you have for this battle?
Roll your appeal. Roll a mind check with
The appeal. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll a mind check and add your appeal and add your gladiator ranks to it too.
Oh, he killed it. Yeah.
Okay. So 8, 10, 11.
3 more pouches of coin that get thrown from the crowd.
I'm bringing the old man back in a bag.
As you both start to dance around the arena, cautiously measuring each of your moves and sizing each other up. You see this guy rather large. The people in these lands are not large, but this guy is anomalously big for his kind. Okay. You see that he's wearing this scale mail armor that is fashioned like the scales of a snake, of a serpent, and it glistens in the sun. And that spear looks pretty nasty.
Almost like
It
the
looks more like
fang of a snake.
It looks more like a ceremonial weapon, and you can see that the tip of the spear is in the shape of a winding snake.
It sure is a fancy weapon you have.
It's been with me for many years, and it has claimed the lives of many before you.
Oh, indeed. And I'll do a figure 8 swath with my axe. Eh,
All right.
Are you using a shield as well? What kind of armor you have?
I've got light armor on.
Okay. So is it like
Yeah.
light mail or?
Hadn't thought about it. Yeah, probably light mail.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And shield or no shield? Just to get a picture of what's.
No, yeah. Well,
Okay.
that depends on the rules of the arena. If shields are allowed, then yes. I will have my
yes.
shield. Okay.
There are no such rules.
Okay. Then yes, I will have my shield. And as I swing it around, I'll wrap it against the back of my shield and say, this axe here.
All right. Roll your initiative.
Okay. Has this axe here has killed probably more men before you were born than you'll ever know in your life.
Then let us meet. Then let our weapons meet.
Okay. So my initiative. Oh God. Fuck this. I'm gonna use real dice. Sorry. This is too
Yes.
Go for it. So you roll.
Right.
You roll the 2 dice. You add your agility and your initiative score.
Okay. So I'm adding. So I've got
Question,
6.
is it agility or mine?
That's mine.
Sorry, mine. Sorry, yeah, it's
I
mine.
wish it was agility, but it's
Oh,
mine.
fuck.
No, it's mine. It's mine. It's yeah, it's mine. Sorry.
Okay, and I'm not using my gladiator at all.
You know what? Add it.
Okay.
Because you have the other
So
guys.
6, 9.
Oof.
Okay, it's success. So it's success. So you go first.
Okay. Let's see. We'll swing it around and we'll go for an easy one. We'll swipe at his abdomen.
All right.
And this is my melee.
Your melee plus your agility.
Right. You're
Okay, and my gladiator.
No.
No, just your melee and agility.
Just melee and agility.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8. Ugh.
Okay, you missed.
He's
All right.
parried.
I mean, you can try to succeed at cost,
Mm-mm.
but there's
Well,
a
you also-
consequence.
You also subtract his defense, right? So whatever.
That
he
is
has-
true, right?
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
his
so yeah.
armor, it's not his armor. It's his
No, it's
defense
defense.
stat.
score.
defense.
Yeah.
The armor is subtracted from the damage.
Correct. So his defense score,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
So yeah, no, you missed because I had forgotten that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Yep.
so you missed.
Okay.
So you swing your axe and you almost catch him, but he steps aside. All right. And now it's his turn. Oh,
It's always bad when the GM says that.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jim, your armor's light. So no, wait.
Subtract.
What's your defense score? You should have a defense, Jim.
Yep, my defense is 1.
So
Do you have a
subtract
shield?
That one.
Small shield, so -1.
Oh, -2.
to the
Jorge.
hit.
Right. So Jorge
Okay.
subtracts 2 to his score. Yeah.
all right. No, but I still
That's fine.
Right.
You're just
Yeah.
cool.
yeah.
So now that you hit, you roll damage, and Jim rolls.
I roll 1d6.
Well, you
No.
can choose
No.
to whether
I
roll
think
your
we're
armor
using
or just
static.
take
We're
the.
doing static.
Is we're
Oh.
doing
We're doing
static. So
static.
Okay, all
So
right.
lightest one.
right.
Okay.
So whatever I get here, you subtract. Well, I'll tell you
Subtract
how much.
one. Yeah.
So that's 6. Ouch. That's 6. That's 9.
He's strong.
9 points. 8 points.
8 points of damage. So
Minus 1 for armor, right? So you'd be taking 7 if
So
you don't.
7.
Well, it's 8 altogether. I think. I think
no,
this
it's 8.
guy's a.
You roll total 9 minus 1 is
Alright.
7 is 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you can either take that, or you can spend a hero point to. I think it breaks your weapon or breaks
Or
your
a shield. Yeah, you can
You
have
can
a
break your
shatter
shield and stop the blow,
and
right?
you don't
Right.
take any damage.
Okay.
But it costs you a hero point.
Yeah, I am going to take a hero point hit and lose my shield. So as he swings down, like I'll almost trip. Like it looks like it could have been a trip, and just get my shield up just in time.
Right. His spear pierces your shield and makes short work out of it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, he's in trouble.
All right. Your turn.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to bet on Halgreth, and I stopped, and I just put my coins back.
All right. Is there? Damn. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing at him. Fuck all. Now my dice go cold. 5, 6, 7. Yep.
7 total.
Yep.
Yeah.
7 total.
Nope.
Yep. Ooh.
You. No, bueno, not good. Okay. Actually, let me make this a little bit more.
I'm gonna look over at Telek and kind of like, anytime now.
Hey, you're on your own. You're on your own, old man.
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second.
Finish him. I mean,
He's,
yeah, I'll give him.
it's such a it's such a waste to have to kill a man such as yourself. Hey, what's your defense?
My defense is 1.
7. Wait. It's my agility plus
Agility plus melee plus
Plus melee.
2d6.
The roll.
Yeah, minus defense. Yeah.
Been fun, guys.
Yeah, no.
It's been fun. Well, they're
Yeah.
easy to roll up.
Actually,
You can
okay,
make a new
so-
one. Yeah.
Okay, so it's 8 minus defense is 7.
Yes.
He's got a melee of 1.
So
8,
that's-
and his agility. Okay, no, he hit you.
Okay.
Shit again.
Damage minus 1. Whatever it is, minus 1.
Yeah,
That'd
so
be
it's
8.
8 again.
You have 2 options. You could, but I mean, if you could use a hero point and repeat the thing, but then you'd be completely unarmed.
Yeah,
Right.
There's your axe.
That's
Or
not
you-
good. Yeah.
Or you can at some point use a hero point to take an action to lower to heal in combat.
Yeah,
Right.
and basically it gives you back half the damage you've taken.
And you can always use a hero point to re-roll if your die roll sucks.
Right.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
good to know.
I forgot. Sorry. It's
Yeah, no,
new game.
that's-
We're trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, it's not a negative.
I'm not going to tell you to sacrifice your axe, but
No, I'm not
Nah,
sacrificing
nah,
my
don't
axe. I can't.
sacrifice.
Ugrith can't sacrifice his axe.
okay.
That axe is older than you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
Shake off wounds. Okay.
It's your turn.
Oh wow, you get So you got
Oh,
you
okay.
get D6 back. After but you have to use your next action to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you're shaking off wounds, that's what you're doing.
Maybe you should go for broke, man.
Yeah.
Get aggressive.
Get a good hit and
Yeah.
roll 12, man. Come on.
No, not only that. Right? You have the option of fighting in an aggressive stance
Oh, that too.
or going all out. Now, if you go for an offensive stance, you get +1 to your attack roll, but then you get -1 to your defense. If you go out on an all-out attack, you get +2 to your attack roll, but when he attacks you, you get -2 to your defense.
Well, he's
But-
been hitting you no matter what. So
Yeah, so you might want to try and just go for broke and get an extra 2.
Well, I think that is what I'm going to do. But I did want to point out, I do have thick skin. So that's a +1 to my protection from damage.
So you
Okay.
you take 1 point less. You only
Yes.
take.
Yes.
Right.
So
So
we
it's
take
7 instead of 8. Yep.
All right.
Okay, so in this
What's
going
it
for
gonna be,
broke,
boy?
I am
You had +2, right? Is
Yes, +2. All
Yeah.
out attack.
all out attack, so that's +2 plus my melee and agility.
Yes.
Okay, so +4 to whatever these two dice tell me.
Mhm. Come
One
on,
good
there's
dice.
a new pair of shoes.
Okay, 7 plus 4, 11.
11.
okay. You hit him.
You have the option of spending a hero point and turning that into something called a mighty success, which can give you like extra damage and stuff.
You can either
like
turn
that.
it into +6 damage. You can turn it
So
into
make
a
a second attack.
second attack. You can
Disarm him,
Disarm him.
but that would do no damage.
Yeah. You can make have a penalty die on his next action.
So my goal here is genuinely to knock him unconscious. I'm actually swinging with the broadside of my axe,
Mhm.
trying to connect with his jaw.
Well, let's see. Is there a thing to do that? I thought I read. And by the way, you're using this axe with 2 hands now. You don't have a shield, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good, because damage is different.
All right.
Good. Mhm. Let's see.
I mean, roll the damage first, and
Oh yes. Any other situational advantage that your GM can be convinced to allow?
Sure.
If you can decide with the GM. So if you
yeah.
Okay, so
Roll.
I'm rolling my damage, and
Yeah.
that's just 1d6, right?
no,
Or
it's
is
two.
that-
It's 2d6. Take the highest because you're using 2-handed.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, yes.
And then
Plus
you add
your
your
strength.
plus your strength.
Plus your
Okay.
strength.
Where is that rule? I love it, but I
Alright.
don't
In the
remember
weapons
reading it.
area,
Okay.
small weapons are 2d6 minus
All
the
right.
lowest.
So
Right.
6 total. So
Yeah.
five plus my strength.
Okay. So 6. Now again, are you gonna spend that hero point and turn it into a mighty success or not?
If that mighty success allows me to knock him, like cold cock him with the side of my axe right up against his jaw and knock him and put him night night.
If you add +6 to your damage with that, yes, maybe
If I have what now?
+6. Because
Yeah.
one of the things you can do, spending that hero point is adding +6 to the damage.
Okay, then I will do that.
Okay, so you actually managed to do that. So
The place goes wild.
2 heroic points and almost.
So the
dead.
taste of vengeance lingers on your lips as you swing your weapon with unyielding determination, aiming to carve. Well, actually, not to carve a crimson path of retribution.
No.
But that sounds too bloody, but something like that. and as the flat of your axe connects mightily with Rashid's jaw, and you see the consciousness just being snuffed out of this guy, out of his eyes. Poof. As he turns and stumbles and falls with a heavy thud into the sand. Boom.
And I will stand up, full stand up, raise the axe.
You see the crowd roaring. It is a unprecedented success. The crowd cheers and cheers on. You see women crying in admiration. You see the people start rushing the arena to try to get to you. As they lift you up
I will bask in all of this.
Yeah, in victory.
And in the hustle of it, I'll point the butt of my axe over at Telek. Treachery and age, young man. Treachery and age.
All right. Grab your gold, and I'm going to take the unconscious body of this guy, throw it over my shoulder, and walk out.
Yeah, and Black Caranthes is drinking at the Oasis. When you see this urchin just burst into the place, screaming, He has been beaten. Rashid, the champion, has been beaten. And you see a few of the people, of the wheel in the tavern just go with rage and frustration. Some of the patrons, obviously some of the patrons were wagering on this, and they are very, very, very angry about this.
Nice.
As this happens, Sigurd walks out of the secluded place.
Beaten, you say, boy, or dead?
I do not know. I did not witness it. But the streets are clamoring. The streets are clamoring the victory of this northerner over him.
A northerner.
Yes.
A rare sight on these parts. Who is this? Who is this champion?
I do not know. But the streets talk of a rather large man with a fiery mane.
Hogreth will have taken that opportunity while being championed around and raised the name Star Crusher again.
Star Crusher.
Yeah.
Star Crusher. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of hint at it, and then.
So you hear it. They say he bears the name Star Crusher.
Oh God.
And so Caranthes laughs. It's like, well, it seems our task is accomplished faster than I thought. Faster than you, Warwolf. I'll say as I see him coming out and I raise a couple of them.
Faster than him. That's
Yeah,
good.
that has always been Halgreth's fate.
All right. So I think we're gonna stop here, guys, because
Sure, yeah, it's getting late. Yeah.
Awesome.
Shit, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. When we turned down the music, like I genuinely lost track of time.
Yeah.
That's
What's
awesome.
supposed to happen?
It's been a minute since that's happened.
All right.
This one you got the ambiance 100%.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, sword and sorcery is one of the best modes, right? It's
But on top of that, it's been a while since I felt this good and this entertained playing running a game. So
That's great.
you guys are doing great.
yeah, and it's an awesome setup, right? It's
No,
like
absolutely.
so you have to kill him, you have to save him. It's that is the correct. It's objectively correct that you
Right.
set it up that way, right? It's
That is like the best Fafford and the Mouser stories are that.
exactly.
They get opposing missions from their patrons. So it's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we can play next week.
Cool.
The week after, I'm actually flying to Ohio for the game convention for Origins.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah,
That'll be fun.
I'll send you guys info from there and some pictures.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yes.
please do.
All
What did I
right.
miss?
Oh, campaigns. over.
No.
TBK.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ. Again?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like Ivan's character didn't die, so this is an auspicious start to this.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Exceedingly rare for Ivan to survive.
Didn't even get wounded.
No, yeah, it's intact. That never happens. He's usually at 1 hit point or -1.
Yeah.
It's
So
Where did that range?
am I being accosted by people as I'm taking this unconscious body out? You know,
You have the
unconscious or
perfect
dead?
you have the perfect diversion, right?
Yeah, right. I got the diversion. They're all. You know, I'm just taking it. I'm taking them back to. My whole plan is to take him back to Sophia. Here's your guy. He's safe.
All right, guys.
Oh, I love it.
Yep.
It was awesome, Jorge. Great
Yeah.
job.
That was a blast.
amazing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's see what kind of craziness we get into next time.
Sure.
That's just.
I
I
gonna be
really
even
can't
better.
believe. I can't believe the redhead. You know, Argus pulled it off, man. I'm thinking, oh man, I have to jump in there and do something.
It
It was not looking good for a minute.
It was looking real bad.
And I was getting shit rolls.
Yeah.
But he had Rule's lawyer in his corner.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. I mean,
we're helping, you know, because it's a new system. I kind of like the system. There's some interest. I like the
I
initiative
like it.
a lot.
Yeah.
Like the way it like it's like, you know, the whole idea of like, you know, there's the different ranks of different people, so the bad guys don't roll. It's
exactly.
kind of like this is where they go, and if you succeed,
I like the
then-
fact that I don't have to roll. You
Right,
guys roll,
yeah.
and if you succeed, you go first. If you don't succeed, then I go first.
I really like that Eloy was really happy with the character generation, but when you have your careers, your stats, your flaws, and your boons, or for Ivan's privilege, right? The flowers.
Just
and the-
dicking around.
flowers.
The flowers and
Yeah.
blues.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you
Digging
have
around, I get boxcars.
the combination of all those stats, which are basically all your stats, make the role playing easy. Of course, you gave us a really nice setting with background, but getting the guys' personalities down, it's really easy.
It really
With the
is.
mechanical stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Well, and to be honest, like that, genuinely, that 4 careers thing is like what really drove, and to have to rank them.
Mhm.
Genuinely drove that plus the picture sparked the whole thing.
No, we had
And
the
you guys
mid-journey
know that
pictures.
I'm not one big on backstory, so the fact that I
Not
did,
anymore. Yeah.
yeah,
It was
that-
just for your
It
benefit.
helps, man.
Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
we
telling
got
you.
this backstory from Jim, the size of the stand.
oh,
Not the original stand, but the expanded version. He said, "Hold on, guys, I got to do a couple things for my kids. I'll see if I have time." And then he sends us his document. That was
I tell
awesome.
you,
dude.
It was awesome though. Yeah.
I get 10 times more stoked about playing a character if I have a background story, and that background story I can use it in some way in the game.
Right.
Like that's just it.
I think that is it's really, we played a lot of games, but rarely have I felt like all the stats in the sheet give you the characters like at least personality partially, and
Absolutely.
you got to add something to it, but it tells you who this guy is.
Yeah, and everything that the stats don't do, the boons and banes make up for.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that, it puts the finishing touch on it.
And it's really interesting because the flaws are there to give you penalties in certain die rolls.
All right.
By the book, but you see on my sheet it says lustful and savage. Well, if I don't play that, then why are we sitting here, right?
I will tell you, Pepe. I will tell you this. I was waiting to use that flaw on you. If you like, if you started arguing with the thief, stuff like that, I'm like, nah, this woman is gorgeous, and you're gonna do whatever that bitch says you're gonna do.
Oh God.
But luckily you didn't have to.
Yeah, right. But true to Jose does this stuff all the time. He somehow finds a way to find, to make the flaw like something good.
Yeah.
A feature.
Yeah, a feature. He turns
the
the flaw into a feature, and it's like, damn. So I just had to follow up with it. So
it's that, and I played with Jose long enough to learn that he always gets the girl. In all the games we played,
Ivan gets wounded on session 1, and Jose gets the girl on session 1. This is
I know. Well,
so far, we're the only
this time.
Particularly if our friend Dell is going after the girl somehow, I don't even have to roll anything.
In the back of my mind, here's what I was thinking. I mean, this woman obviously has a reputation in these parts, but she knew about Eloy's character's reputation, so she was kind of starstruck by Black Caranthus. So in reality, at first, Black Caranthus had the opportunity to kind of carouse with her and use that to his advantage. Right. But then Pepe came along and did this stuff with his.
He always steals the girl. Always.
He flexed his pecs.
Always. It's just always. I'm really interested. Go ahead.
I'm also with Jim. I think I usually play like the thief guy, right? Mm-hmm. But I like that the system allows me to be the thief, but also be the fighter, right? And so I find it really interesting, just having to choose the 4 careers, right? So it expands, because I already knew thief, and then it's okay, so what else? And then it's just like the whole addition of slave changes the tone a little bit, and pirate, and it's like, well, didn't really consider it, and I didn't want to play Jack Sparrow, right? So I'm trying to play a Conan pirate, right? I'm trying to play Amra the Lion, more type of pirate rather than
Jack Sparrow.
17th century, right? So but then it sort of starts coming in together, right? And so it allowed me to play a different guy, and then the flaws, right? And it was originally, what is it?
You have
originally it was braggart, I think it was, but then it's like, ooh, boastful. Yeah. So now it's it sort of fits the genre, just having to mouth off, right? So it's like, this is great because now I can play like the super overconfident guy and just lie my butt off as long as I'm boasting about something, right? Stole the jewels, stole the rings off of the king, merchant king in the arena, right? And none of that's true, but it's just sometimes characters spring like almost fully formed by the end of character creation. You don't even have to do much. And sometimes you have the character and you play it for like 3 weeks and you're like, I still don't know who this guy is, but
I think this system greatly favors that.
Yeah.
More than most systems I've seen. And I usually, since I play like 3 kinds of characters at most, so I usually have a good idea of who my guys are gonna be.
3? Yeah. Really good. 3?
About 3, yeah.
Oh,
the Barbarian, the Ranger.
When are we gonna see the other 2?
Barbarian, the Ranger, and the Paladin.
And the Knight.
And the Knight. He hasn't played the Knight yet.
He hasn't played the Knight yet.
Jorge and I know the night, but you guys
Okay.
haven't seen
Yeah,
him
well, I'm ready for the next time.
yet.
Carlton. Yeah, I remember Carlton.
Right.
Yeah.
I even found, it was cool. Like me having the hot-headed flaw, like when the woman called me impolite.
Yeah, that was good.
He was pissed. He was ready to lose it over
That
that.
conversation was great. It was great because you have the charming guy who's and then you have this guy's like, why are we bullshitting here? We know
Enough talk.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
But you know what, Jim? I picture in my head. I picture your character like Volstagg the Mighty in Thor. That's how I'm picturing him because you're big, but you have you somehow you put these 2 points in your appeal. So the guy is like big and charming.
Right.
Super charming.
So it's like it's funny. I mean, I just had to find an anchor to kind of imagine the guy, and Volstagg was what came to mind. So
The happiest accident is that we have one dude with friends in high places and one with friends in low places.
That's right.
Yeah, that's pretty
That
cool.
is the happiest accident.
And I like Ivan's business-like attitude with the thing. I wasn't expecting that, right? I was expecting a more I don't know, former fighter, right? But he was like business because he's a mercenary as well, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense.
Glad
I just wasn't expecting it. It just made perfect sense. Like, oh, that's great. I like his negotiation style, right? And I also like aggressive, glory-seeking Jim,
Right.
which we haven't seen before. So that's great.
Yeah.
So tell it. I the way I picture the guy's attitude is more like Rorschach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's just business. It's like everything's business enough. Then, like, I just the careers kind of gave me that. Like, he's gladiatorial, and then mercenary, and then assassin. So, like, and the friends in high places. Like, listen, everything's a transaction. Everything's a transaction.
Yeah. It's like,
You
I'm
want this
not
done?
locked
I'll
in
do
here
this.
with you. You are locked in here with me.
Yeah.
Right, so that's pretty much it.
A merchant of death.
Right.
Nice.
What do you want? Okay, here's the price. I'll go do it.
There you go.
And then
And don't piss me off.
No, I heard no, but I heard you when you said that you were doing a transaction here.
Yeah, I was part of it.
That was awesome. And then mechanically, I love that they took the teeth out of agility. I mean, it's really important. You use it for a lot of stuff, but they took it off defense and they took it off initiative. Because
but I like the fact that they don't use strength to
right.
hit.
Yeah.
Right. But usually dexterity is the big culprit. It's initiative, it's to hit, it's
defense,
armor class, and here they banged it. So all the stats are important. I think it's
Right. Exactly. That was tough to do, but I'm interested to see what happens with all of us in combat some place because we've got a good spread.
Yeah.
I mean, Helgeth has a +2 to his roll, and the rolls are 2d6. With 9 being success, which is tough.
Yeah.
The two of you, Corinthus and Sigurd have +4, and I kind of like on purpose made Telek he's got a +6. Like this guy is going to have a hard time missing.
Yeah. No, your guy hits. Your guy hits.
Yeah.
But there's always a balance, right? Because
it's not as strong.
Hit, exactly, but you're not going to do a ton of damage unless.
Right, but I'm interested what that's going to look like in the when we're all kind of going at it because I mean that was the thing where Eliza and I were talking about. I think just at least two of us like talking about the system, like how robust is it? Because 2d6 can be the curve in that mechanic can be really strong. So modifiers are incredibly powerful.
And trust me, I'm putting stuff here to see how much we can kick the tires out of the system, right? So
absolutely, yeah.
My one concern is the hero point economy.
All right.
Because it resets at the end of the adventure.
So
Jim has.
I thought it was at the end of the session.
I believe it said adventure, but I mean, that's what
It does say at the
empty
end of the
out.
adventure, but I mean, how do you define the adventure, right? Is it the session? Is it the? That's kind of like a loosely.
It's got a real distinct. It says somewhere in the book exactly what an adventure is. It defines
Sorry.
like how long adventure
Oh shit!
is.
Glossary, right? So
So
that's
you may be screwing there, Algrith. But
that's
blew your
my
wad.
one concern because you
But
know
this
that,
was a big encounter. I mean, I guess a
Yeah.
tough show.
right.
So this is where you're going to use it.
Mhm.
Right.
Right, absolutely.
And there's nothing saying the GM can't house rule.
Right. But
Yeah.
But I don't. I will say this: I don't think I should regain it after the one fight.
Right.
I mean, I may give you guys. I may say after every session, you guys get at least one hero point back, and that's it.
Right.
Like,
That might be.
That would be good.
That sounds
Right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the other mechanic to recharge, you have to roll snake eyes. So it's not even a failure. There has to be snake eyes.
And it's 2% of the time.
And it's
thereabouts.
2% of the time, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
it's a good design instinct, right? A critical failure, of course,
Yeah.
it should give you a point back, right? It's a good design instinct, but
it doesn't happen
in
very
practice. Yeah, in practice, it's like this is rarer than getting a
Yeah.
natural 20, right?
Exactly. It happens 1 out of 50 times, right? So
Right, exactly. So
yeah, it's hard, and I think what I'm gonna do is because I was thinking about that. I mean, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give, and that's the other thing is that we play for an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. It's not like we're playing like 4-6 hour sessions, which is what people normally play. So it's not fair either. So what I'm thinking about doing is that every session I'll give you guys a hero point. And then at the end of the adventure,
then we completely reset.
Exactly.
Yes. Adventure is a single quest or mission that the characters engage in. That's the whole enchilada.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the whole damn thing.
Our mission was to go get the guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, good. I like it.
Dude.
Cheat 'em and howl.
Yes. Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Yeah.
Guys, I hate to do this, but I got to cut out to go say goodnight to
my
loved wife.
No, we're good. I'm signing off as well. Gotta go. Gotta go sleep. All right,
Take
guys.
care. We'll talk more.
Take care.
Don't undo it yet. Let me change my name here in case.
Oh, come on! That's a great way to go into a meeting. Sigurd the Werewolf. I tell you what, the one thing I am concerned about, being too loose with the hero point economy, is they're really powerful, and in some ways they kind of negate the decision to spend all your, in my case, spending all my resources into my ability to hit. If every session he can just have his hero points regained, well then doesn't really I don't really gain anything for putting my points in that. And I'm not saying it's because it's me. I'm just saying,
But
how does the system work?
how many points did Jim spend? 2 or 3? How many?
3? I think he spent. Well, no, he might have spent. Was it 2?
No, just
no,
one.
He never spent that. He never spent that other one to shake the wounds off yet.
No.
Yeah.
So he's.
And he doesn't
hurt,
need to. If he spends 15 minutes, he gets 4 points.
Yeah,
back.
I think he heals fast too, if I recall correctly. I think it's one of his things. Yeah, so he spent 2. So he's got 3 left.
Yeah. And also this isn't. There's tiers of bad guys, right? There's villains and something and rabble.
No, there's rabble, there's toughs, and then there's villains.
Right. So there's 3. Which one was this? A tough?
This one was a tough.
Yeah, it sure looked like a tough. It sure looked like a tough. Yeah.
But also it was a 1-on-1 with a tough.
Yeah.
Right? So I imagine if a villain shows up, we're all going to gang up on him.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, realistically too. I'm looking at all the characters, and like Jim's character is set up. He's arguably the weakest in combat, and probably weaker than I would design a character.
Yeah, but also he was rolling pretty badly too.
Yeah, he was. He had some great rolls in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
So nothing to be done about that. I mean,
right. And we're just starting out with the system, right? So it might turn out that a rabble goes fast, but we don't know.
Yeah. Well, rabble you kill with 1 hit, right? So
right. But how much damage did they do on
and
us?
then the other thing is that if you turn a success into a mighty success,
it's how much damage it's.
And you're fighting, and you're fighting Raoul, you
Yeah,
can
you
use
can
you can exactly you can use the thing to say however much damage you made, that's how many Raoul you take out.
Yeah, that's the old Gygax,
it-
you know, fighter. You
it-
kill that many guys.
The other thing is, in terms of using the hero point to hit, though, Ivan, going to your concern, you can reroll, but you can still miss.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
So
Well,
it's not
like,
that powerful.
it's not that
It's-
powerful. It's
It's
good to
powerful
take
under
people
some
out.
circumstances.
I mean, adding +6 damage is fantastic.
Oh
But,
yeah, absolutely.
but in terms of to hit, I don't think it matches having a great bonus.
No, it's true. It's
So-
true.
All right, guys.
Awesome.
I'm glad you
That was
guys
a lot of
enjoyed
fun.
it.
All
All
right.
right, that was a blast.
Yep.
See you next week by the Winter's Wolf.
Ah,
Arr.
is
Talk to you
it?
guys later. Bye. I will stop the broadcast to YouTube. It doesn't like it if I don't stop it first.